Time now is 11:08 on your Saturday morning. Chief Meteorologist Matt Devitt here in the Forecast Center. I want to give you a weather update as we do have strong storms that are coming in from the Gulf and pushing inland and to the east at about 35 and 50 miles an hour. Very likely in Sarasota County and Charlotte County, the rainfall picking up. You're hearing rumbles of thunder, and embedded within these showers and storms, even a few pockets of rotation have been indicated. So what we'll do right now, we'll take a couple minutes, just give you a weather update. We'll take you county by county. And first, let's start off with obviously the areas that are getting hardest hit. And that does include where you see the brighter shading, Boca Grande, Rotunda. Those are heavier rainfall rates, and extending as we zoom on in all the way towards South Gulf Cove. Heavy rain, some gusty wind. Already there have been reports of winds gusting upwards of 45 to even 55 miles an hour as these blew by Sarasota County. So you may encounter some of that wind very briefly, and that could lead to some isolated power outages. Murdoch, heavy rain starting to fill into more areas of Port Charlotte as this is going to be approaching the interstate. Let me now take you into DeSoto County. Heaviest rainfall is along State Road 70 near the northwestern corner. That's going to be pushing to the east. So in terms of heavy rainfall, that's what we have at the minute. Not much lightning, a couple rumbles of thunder, but now I want to switch over to what we call our velocity product. It analyzes wind, but also areas of conflicting wind and rotation. So you'll start to see the colors change here momentarily, and we'll switch over to multiple radars that we have, not only one locally here in Southwest Florida, but also one in the Tampa area. So you'll notice right here, there's a conflict and a contrast of red and green. That's where the rotation is fairly broad in Sarasota County. Now keep that in mind as we take you more to the south. Notice how a little bit of a brighter green next to a brighter red, and this is just offshore of Boca Grande. Broad rotation, not tight. If it does start to tighten up, that is when a tornado warning would be issued. We don't have that at the moment, but that is one of those stronger cells that is being monitored here at Wing. Let me switch over to our radar, and we also have some strong winds regardless of rotation that is being indicated up in the storm. Now what can happen is when you have downpours and heavier rain with these strong storms, it can take some of that strong wind and bring it down to the surface. So for example, let's just sample some of this strong wind, and it is being indicated upwards of 50 to even near 70 miles an hour up in the storm that could come down to the surface. So it is just something that we're monitoring as these storms work their way into Southwest Florida. Let's switch back over to radar, and we'll give you the situation into Lee County. Right now, not bad. It's just going to be areas of some moderate to heavy rain. Let's put a time lapse on it as this continues to filter in from the Gulf of Mexico. Into Collier County, your main event is going to be in the hours ahead. So for right now, you're shaping up just fine. A couple areas of some light to moderate rain for Immokalee as well as Ave Maria. But the most active weather is right now where you see, as you can imagine, these brighter shadings of yellow, orange, and red. So let's stop this right now, and I want to do a storm cone. That way it'll show you what direction it's heading and when you can expect these showers and storms. So you can see me drawing it here in the Weather Center. So at its earliest timing, Punta Gorda, so time now is about 11:12. So it's going to be working into areas of Punta Gorda as early as 11:14, 11:15. Burnt Storm Marina, 11:26 to 11:30. Matlacha, again, the strongest part of that storm, as we had about 11:37, some of these specifics here. Cape Coral, 11:45 to noon. And then for Sanibel, around the lunchtime and noon hours. So that is a look at some of the specifics on the timing. Let's take a look outside. Some of our cameras that we do have, and obviously overcast, downpours, the waves have been kicking up. You'll see some occasional whitecaps around Englewood Beach. We do have a level 2 on the 1 to 5 severe weather scale for Southwest Florida, as we have for areas of DeSoto County and Charlotte County, as well as Lee County, that possibility for the hours ahead to see storms that could pack a punch and could be strong to severe. Now, regardless of that, what we want to hope for is that we do have a situation where we just have rain and nothing severe. The potential is at least there, and you could get a notification system on your phone for what's called a severe thunderstorm watch. The probability for that is right now at 40%. Meteorologist Zach Malak just created this, where the possibility for that is right now at 40%. So if they issue that, you would get a notification on your phone. It would be what's called a severe thunderstorm watch, and it just means that the environment is conducive for maybe some warnings from time to time. So thank you very much, Zach. And on that note, how you can get these notifications, watches, warnings. You can do that by downloading our free Wink weather app. You also get Southwest Florida's most powerful Doppler radar at the palm of your hands. We have severe weather alerts. We also have lightning detection, and you get 10-day forecasts as well as video updates. If you do have weather pictures throughout the next couple of hours, please send it in. And that way I can relay it on TV. You can do that on Facebook, Twitter, as well as Instagram, or you can email me at matt.devitt@winknews.com. The final element here of this weathercast, and then we'll bring you back to programming, is I want to show you where we go from here. This is the Future Track model, 11 a.m., and then all the way to about noon, 1, 2, and 3. You can see the bulk of that draped across Lee County, as well as areas of Collier County towards Lake Okeechobee. Here's the status of that rain as we work our way towards 3, 4, and 5. And then as we hit Saturday evening and even into Sunday morning, granted the chances for severe weather would be done, but you still could actually have some residual scattered areas of some off and on rain. So the entire Wink weather team is here in the Weather Center. We will now bring you back to programming, but if we do have a warning, we will immediately let you know.